Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm coming at you with another crisp review, and actually this is going to be a first in a couple situations because we have our first Evangelion review and our first model review. And with that we have the Bandai LMHG, so limited model high grade, EVA Unit 5, or aka the mass production model EVA Unit from basically the end of the Evangelion series. And with that started, we'll move him over here and get the box in here, if I can, fit the whole thing. Apparently not. So this is the front of the box. We have Neon Genesis Evangelion on the top, EVA 5, mass production, Japanese I can't read, Bandai. The licensing sticker, Gainax. Pretty cool. I love the artwork on the cover of this box. Obviously, these are just snippets of Shinji and Asuka from the anime, and this is an actual picture of the model up here. We have, on the side, we got some pictures of the model with different poses, attachments, pieces, weapons, and the minifigures that come with it that I'll get to in a second. On the top, we have some artwork of EVA 5, LMHG, Seilai logo, Evangelion Death and Rebirth, so this is technically the model from Death and Rebirth. And top, we got some more, basically like photo shoots of the model. And then this is the same as the bottom, and nothing on the back, because it's a model kit. Oh, apparently he fell over at some point. So, obviously I'm calling it a model. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is, you do not buy the figure assembled. You assemble it yourself, basically. So, you get these big sheets that look like this, and you break these pieces off, and you basically snap them all together, and you eventually end up with whatever you're trying to build. So, it's pretty cool. Comes with a lot of accessories and things like that because of that. But we'll get to that later. So, and what I'm doing here is this is a review of just the model, and basically it's vanilla state. Technically there's supposed to be portions that you paint and things like that if you want to put in the time and effort. But what I have here, since it's brand new to me, is just using the contents inside of the box it comes with to have this as the final product. I do plan on painting it and removing the stickers and painting the portions that are stickered because they look, bad because these stickers are way old. This is like a 99 model, I do believe. Nope, it's 97. Released in 1997, so hey, this is as old as me. Cool. Yeah, and it was distributed by Bluefin originally, so hey, there's that. But one thing I did forget to show off was, hey, it's the instruction manual with some cool artwork and a picture of the model. So, basically, you get, like, character information, and then you get right into the instructions, and it's a pain in the ass, a list of pieces. Hey, cool artwork in the middle, and pictures of the model and shit like that. And then back to the pain in the ass. And then the page about the accessories that actually doesn't make much sense when you start using the accessories. So, whatever. So since this is a model, you do get to expect relatively high amount of, detail and basically the realisticness, so to speak, of the design compared to what it actually looks like in the show. So, it does look really cool. It does have a lot of detail. As you can see, it looks like what it's supposed to. It does look like the mass production EVA. There's plenty of detail, little grooves basically everywhere. They're just a little harder to see because they're not in there really deep. But they're all there where they're supposed to be. I wish my camera would stop focusing on my hands. There we go. So everything is, you know, the way it should be, including the feet. It does look really, really good. It looks just like the EVA. And then there is no painting on this. It is literally molded. Whatever is white is molded in white, and whatever these joints are in black are molded in black. The coloring on the arms, like this, and the armband and the shoulder pad, they're all stickers. If you can see, you'll be able to see the ripples in them if it'll focus on it. Oh, it did for a second, goddammit. There you go. You can kind of see the ripples in them where it, you know, it's not technically meant to go on a shaped surface like that. So they're all kind of iffy. The only ones I really like are the blue on the front. Those ones actually stick in really well. And then, with a fucking mouth like that, oh my god, that's a pain in the ass to get those on there, and they still look terrible, so I'm going to take all the stickers off except for the blue ones and paint them those colors at some point. And yeah, that'll be way better looking, but like I said, this is just using the stuff out of the box. So, these look alright. I'm okay with these, but I'll still paint them anyways, just so everything's kind of matching. And then all the black on the legs is all the actual plastic molding, so there's no stickers. And they don't even fucking, they're not even the same color. Like, this is gray, and this is gray, and this is black, and it's all supposed to be black. Like, are you kidding me? His only color is here, and on the mouth, so I don't know why they made him black. Or, not black, they made him gray. So that's annoying. But, whatever. I don't really know what to say. So, I guess we'll get into articulation. We'll start with the legs. Once it focuses. That'd be nice. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. There we go! So, the legs are kind of a ball joint, so they will go around like this, go forward, go backwards like that. If you pull it out, you can probably get it out, go all the way around, but you know, why would you want to do that? The knee has two joints basically in it, one here and one here, so that does bend in both spots, so it'll go back that far, and forward about that far, so we can kind of make him look like he broke his leg. And then the kneecap blade kind of wiggles back and forth like this. And then the ankle is in fact a ball joint, and there's the model portion kicking in real good right there with the foot coming off. So, and it'll go back about that far, forward about that far. Then the ankle armor is also a ball joint, so that rotates a little bit. And then the foot will go up and down, but it will slide out, because that's one of the parts that actually didn't clip in place, annoyingly enough. I might have to take it off and actually glue it in, because this is a snap model. You're not supposed to need glue, but I'll probably end up fucking gluing it if it stays like that. Because I don't want my stuff to fall apart, believe it or not. Next, we'll move up to the torso area, which is a couple of ball joints, so it will go around like that, bend back a little bit, go forward pretty far, so you can kind of get him to, you know, definitely move around. And the arms is a little disappointing, because one more fun fact about this model is that there was two versions of this. This is the original, the OG, which means there is no rubber arm portion, which means this entire piece is one piece of, you know, immovable plastic, basically, once you assemble it. There's no articulation there whatsoever. There was one released later on, the only other one, that does have a rubber arm like the other EVAs in this line. So that one actually moves, but I have the triple OG, like Snoop Dogg Dizzle, so doesn't move. Whatever. I like this thing, so it's not gonna bother me. So the only thing that moves is right here at the shoulder, and it is kind of like it's like a ball joint inside the arm and a peg here, so it moves in and out and comes off. Okay, see? Now you can see. But it slides right back on, that's fine. Assembly required. So, you know, you get a fair amount of motion right here. And then the hands are on a ball joint, right at the wrist, so those will move. So that's pretty cool. Now we have his little back spike thing here, which goes back and forth. Whoa. Insanity. And then the head is on a ball joint, and like the joint itself is on like a swivel almost when you make it, so it's really loose, so it kind of moves up and down, but you can like maneuver it if you kind of anticipate the way the thing inside is going to move. So you can kind of get it to move forward a little bit to stay forward, you can kind of move it back a little bit, and it is on a ball joint, so you can kind of get it to turn side to side a little bit, but big triangle neck and a small triangle hole, you're not gonna get insane motion, which is fine. I mean, this thing was made in '97. You can't expect the world from it. But that's basically it for articulation. Up next, we'll get to the accessories, and first is we get Asuka, and I cannot remember his name, so I'm just going to call him Watermelon Guy. If you watch the show, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But, you know, they're unpainted, you know, straight out of the box. Break them off and paint them if you want to. I don't know if I will. Maybe I'll make my girlfriend paint them for me since she got me this. Thanks, babe. She probably won't do it. Next, we have this huge thing. The big swords that they have when they first emerge from the ships that are secretly duplicate Lance of Longinuses that are shaped to look like this, basically disguised. His mouth stickers are coming off. Definitely need to get this painted soon. And then, the fun part, giant wing pieces. So, you get 2 big wings and like the middle fin piece. And what you do is you take them and these 2 back pieces and then this little spot right here, those all come off. So what you do is just kind of pop them off out of these holes, which are the most difficult portion of the entire build, are those holes right here inside of the chest piece. It took me probably an hour and a half to figure out how they're actually supposed to go in. And then this little middle piece just comes out right there, and you get this opening right here, and there is a peg on the back of the giant fin thing. Simple enough. Stick that right in the hole. If it doesn't, you know, get out of, you know, your reach. So that's in. It's got a big tail. And then next you just take the wings, and they have, once you assemble them, they'll have a peg ball joint like that. And you just take them and stick them right in there. A little stiff, which is good because these things are, you know, huge, so they have some weight. And then next you just stick this in here. Okay, those are all popped in. And then now you'll notice is they have these overlapping portions right here. So all you have to do is stick them in kind of like that. 1 on top, 2 on bottom. And your wing portion is completely assembled. And you just gotta, you know, make sure it's straightened out so it's not off-centered. He wouldn't fly very well, probably. And now you have your EVA with his mouth literally falling off entirely now, right during the review. Thank you. With the impossibly huge wings that don't even fit on screen. Hold on. There we go. Just like that. These things are huge. They're like, it's like 2 feet wide. Like, are you kidding me? This thing is taller than the figure, and it's like the size of one of the wings. So it's massive. And then with that, let me get out my little plastic bag of accessories here. There is the spooky head that's kind of, you know, bent down, freak you out. Which goes with, you know, kind of in this form. You can have them bend over farther. So all you gotta do is take your head, kind of just pop it out of the ball joint. Simple enough. Take your new head and its ball joint, and I'll actually give you a peek of how annoying this joint is really quick. So that thing falls down. Worst ball joint 2K16. Not really though. Worst ball joint 97. But just stick it in there. If you can get it to not fall over like I was just complaining about. There we go. It's actually the first time I've had the spooky head on, to be honest. There you go. Spooky head. Now you can have him crouch down really far and be extra ooky. It's probably impossible to balance like that, though. Let's be real. It's kind of insane. Oh, got it. There we go. Spooky head confirmed. Now you can get him, you know, staring at the ladies from down low. Rest in peace. Yeah, this thing's a little hard to balance. But that's the spooky head. It's pretty cool. I'm going to put the regular one back on now. So I will give you a look at the back side of the wings. They are detailed, you know, just as well as the rest of the figure. There is no painting whatsoever, so these aren't black. And technically the entire inside portion of the wings, minus like these loops up here, are supposed to be black as well. So that is going to be the majority of painting on this. One of the last accessories that doesn't make sense, because there's a lot of accessories that don't make sense with this, is just a pellet rifle. Like, okay, it literally has engraved on it EVA Unit 1 on the stock. If I can get it to focus on that. Yep, okay, cool. Alright, waste my time, 2K16. But it's right here on the back. It's engraved EVA Unit 1, Nerve. Just one of the random things. It actually includes an entire portion of pieces to build another chest piece that is the style of all of the rest of the EVAs, not the mass-produced EVAs, for you to use, but they don't have instructions on how to build it, so I really can't do that because I don't know how. And I don't really plan on using it because it's not the way that it looks, but that's one of the reasons the pallet rifle's there, is because it was stuck on that little section that they give you of black plastic. So there's some stuff that doesn't make sense with this set, but that's fine. Extras are always good. I mean, it's free, why not? It does also come with multiple hands that are, you know, generic. You get open ones like this one that are kind of just like this. There's two fists. There is one left hand that is like this, and then there's one right hand that's like this, that's on right there, and you can kind of just stick the weapons in them, but he's really bad at holding them, so it's better off just displayed next to it because he has a hard time holding on to them because they're so big and his hands are so small. So that's fine, but we'll do some size comparisons so you guys can see how big it is. Unfortunately, this is my first EVA model that I've built, not the first one I have because I got two. So I don't really have anything lore-friendly to compare it to. But anyways, here it is next to the, you know, regular Movie Monster series, Godzilla 2004, and the EVA Unit 1, Mechagodzilla. So, he's huge. I mean, this guy, he's in a kneeling position, and he's taller than them, and his wingspan's, you know, like that. So, it's probably like, you know, 8 inches tall when he's standing straight up, and about 18 inches wide. And then here it is next to Monster Arts and a NECA Godzilla 2014. Still, he's huge. I mean, the 2001 Monster Arts is getting a little closer to his size. Standing up as tall as he can, and he's still scrunched down. So, this thing is pretty big. I mean, it's going to stand out on your shelf. Especially if you display it with the wings. Dear God, everyone's going to look at this thing first, because it's the biggest goddamn thing in the world. So all in all, this thing is actually really cool. I may sound like I complain about it quite a bit, but in all honesty, it looks really good. It moves, because it's a EVA Bandai model kit, of course it's going to move. And its detail work is really nice, minus the the only negatives being the stickers kind of suck and they're impossible to position correctly, especially inside of his mouth. And some of the parts pieces where you snap off the portions, kind of like on the front of my legs, from their restraints, they'll leave a little bit of plastic behind, so you'll have like a little bump here and there, which you can work down with some sandpaper. And the chest being a feat obviously more challenging than I could ever have imagined in my entire life. It's a really nice figure. It was a hell of a lot of fun to put together, even if I was stressed to the point of smashing my face through a wall. It was a good time. I've never built a model like this before. So it was a new experience, and I really enjoyed it. This might be one of my new hobbies, so you might see some more EVA model kits on my channel. I have another one to build, and that one's from a different manufacturer, but it's looking pretty similar. That's the Unit 1 I have. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out my Holiday 2016 update, you'll see it. So, I love it. It's going to have some value to me sentimentally, too, because my girlfriend did get it for me. So, thank you. It is supposedly pretty rare. There was kind of like a restocking of them on Amazon, basically. There's probably only a couple left now. They were like around $30, but generally they're 45 or more. This was a 1997 model kit, so it's a little harder to find. So, if you want to get one of these and try out building it because you're an EVA fan, definitely do it. It's a hell of a lot of fun. It was a new experience, and it looks great once you get it all together. This is a little tipsy dangerous analog because of the wings. But hey, you don't have to use the wings if you don't want to. But hey, this is another review by me. If you like it, leave a like and a comment, or whatever you do on YouTube these days. It changes so much. But it's been me. It's been Real Steel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.